Welcome back to day 2 of me recording my journey, and I think I've decided at least for the next week I'm going to share the things that I've learned that have really helped me on my journey, as well as be really vulnerable with where I'm at. And so to be very clear, I'm sharing from a place of this self-discovery, this self-exploration journey. It is a journey of a lifetime. It's not a destination to achieve enlightenment, be free and above everyone. It's not a journey of saying I am better, I am worse, or whatever is than anyone. It's just what I want to share with people is a story of a lifetime that isn't just about surviving. It's about exploration and adventure and joy and love and happiness, as well as the pain and the fear. Like experiencing it all instead of just getting stuck in the frustration and trapped and guilt and shame. And that's the story that I had for most of my life. This story that I feel is so deeply ingrained in our society about who we are and how unworthy and separate we are from each other. And I'll talk more about that story in the future. But today I just wanted to talk about waking up. And I look back at myself, even 5-10 years ago, and this journey that I've been on. And it's been an ever progressing waking up, essentially, to you'd think it'd be waking up to the external world and the things that are happening around us, but it's not. It's this internal wakening up and this perspective and realizing that I see the world through a lens. How I perceive the world, it comes through me, not anyone else. And so when I say waking up, it's about taking responsibility for our internal world and the way that we see and perceive the world and interact and experience with the world. That is in us. That power is in you. We cannot control everything that happens in the world. The myth of our time is that everything we need and want is external to us, that I'll be happy when I get this. If I have X amount of money, then I'll be worthy. I will be this person. I'll be somebody that matters. And I will feel this way. And so it's this story that everything is external. We must deserve and earn these things and get these things so we can dominate, and we're separate from each other. And it's just this, it's not a nice story for our world, and we can do better. And so what I'm presenting you is an alternate path, this internal path that by looking within actually creates everything you have ever wanted externally. And flipping that script. It's not external for I'll be this when I get this. It's internal first. I'm taking responsibility for my world and what I see and how I perceive and how I interact with it and going after what I want. So it's like taking responsibility. And there's 2 types of responsibility. And the responsibility I think we're taught in our time is this shame and guilt and fault. It's my fault. I was responsible. I was wrong. I am bad. And that is not what I mean when I say taking responsibility. When I say taking responsibility, it's this new type of responsibility where I get to decide how I feel, how I act, no one can make me feel a certain way. That's how I perceive the world. My feelings are mine. I feel this certain way, and I am responsible for how I perceive the world. And people think that's, again, fault or it's up to me and all this stuff, but it's not. That's power, because if the power is within you to create your reality, anything is possible. You're not giving up your power to someone else. When you say, I can't do this because of someone, or you blame someone, or you say this person made me feel, you're giving up your whole power to someone else. You're saying that they run your life instead of you run your life. I am presenting a story where you become the main character, the author, the hero of this story, not so you can go out and dominate and make people succumb to you, but so that you can follow your dreams from your heart, or your soul, whatever you want to call it, which is by doing something beautiful and contributing to the world. When you come from that place, you can only do good things. And so it's not about guilt or shame or fault, but taking responsibility for the way you view the world. And what I'm really going to talk about is this practical ways we can do that as well. Not just the story and me being inspiring and motivating you, but like practical ways that we can actually do that. And I really want to share a lot of those with you on this journey over the next couple of weeks. But just to start, it's like you are not the mind. So who you think you are is a thought. It's the ego. It's the mind's projection, and you're not the mind. And I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow. This idea of you're not the mind, but so when you sit on that today, you are not who you thought you were. You are not this limited being that you think you are. We are only as limitless as we tell the stories that we are limitless. I'm going to talk a lot about stories in this journey, but the story of who you are is controlling your life. It's controlling the way you see the world. It's putting limits on you. It's locking you in a prison. So even just the consideration today that you are not who you thought you were, and that taking responsibility for that, you can create an identity, and there is a true nature to who you are. And we've got all these things on top of it as humans, our human messiness. And it's not to say that we're going to be free of all these things. We want to embrace our humanity, but there is things we can do to free ourselves from the prison, the trappedness, the survival mode of who we think we are. And I'm going to share that. So come on this journey. I'm so excited to hear. Let me know what you think. Let's go. Let's start creating instead of just surviving.